Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be covering the long-awaited Deathball 2 update. And in this video I'm going to be showing you guys all of the new content that is stored inside of this massive update, because it's a lot and it can be confusing, so hopefully I show you guys where everything is and how to earn things that you've been trying to earn. If you are looking for a specific part, you can go ahead and check the timestamps, and hopefully this helps you guys. I hope you enjoy the video. Now let's get into it. So first I'm going to start out with all of the UI that is on your screen, because it is a lot. It's almost to the point where it's basically cluttered, but I am going to start up here in the top left. Right here is all of your settings. This is where you can change in-game settings. The next button is going to be titles. This is where you can equip any titles that you've earned throughout the game. Next is going to be where you input codes. I'm not sure if these are going to work after the recording of this video, but there are 3 codes that you can use, and it might be for the first day. I'll link them in the description. Not 100% sure if they'll work, but there are also 2 other codes. This is for the people who had paid for passes in the game previously. Next is going to be servers. This is where you're going to be able to swap the different servers that you're inside of. Next up is the update log, and this is where you're going to be able to find all the content that has been updated and put inside of the game. And then next up is game help, and this is basically going to teach you how to play the game. I'm not going to bother reading through this. You can go ahead and read this yourself if you're trying to learn how to play the game for the first time. The next up is the report tab. This is where you can report players that are currently inside of your game for any of these things. And for the next UI, we have the emotes button, which is going to pull up your emotes, which can be changed here via this button. And this is where you can equip all of your emotes up to 6. Next we have the spray button, which is going to be used to spray decals on the floor walls, I believe, with whatever you want. And it'll let you equip up to 6, I believe. And these can be used here, and it'll spray a decal. By pressing Y, you can go ahead and spray a decal on the floor and walls. The decal that you spray is changed by hitting this button. And I imagine that holding Y allows you to select the one that you want to use. And then next up, we have this green present icon, which every single time you load in, it will flash a red question mark at you because they want you to spend money on the game. Now that is what it is. It is a little annoying though, but that's besides the point. Should not put that in. First up, we have the battle pass, which I believe is 1,299 and 799. If you want to get the cheaper battle pass, which just gives you the base extra rewards. So what you get inside of this battle pass, which I go over more later, you get Dungeon and Gloom. Both are obtainable free to play. Next up is VIP, which is a 30-day VIP subscription plan, which will instantly give you 2,500 crystals, then 750 crystals daily, amounting to 22,500 over those 30 days in total. Gives you the ability to do VIP quests and gives you discounted summons. And purchasing it a second time, as you see I've already purchased it, it just increases the amount of days that your VIP subscription will go for. Next up is the bundles tab, where you can go ahead and purchase for a guaranteed crimson orb, as well as crystals and other loot. And then next up we have crystals, which you can purchase for a set amount of Robux, an infinite amount of time, unlimited purchases. For the first purchase though, you get double the amount. Super nice, super worth if you are thinking about spending Robux on the game. Next up is potions. First of all, it's going to be luck potions, which are going to help increase your luck from summons. And then you can also purchase champion XP, which are going to help increase the amount of champion XP that you earn. Next is game passes, which I have most of these already, but this is where you can go ahead and purchase game passes that help you advance or get better items in the game. First one is Shiny Hunter, which I believe is 1,000 around Robux, and is going to increase your chance of summoning a shiny sword. Next up, you can purchase increased storage, which will give you 50 extra storage slots to help you store items inside of your inventory. Next up, you can purchase boost space, which gives you an increased I believe, double amount of space in your booth. I believe it goes from 15 to 30. And then next is auto enchant, which allows you to automatically enchant and roll for different enchants. Next is legacy orbs, which are going to be used for the legacy summon. And then next up is gems, where you can purchase a set amount of gems. These are going to be used for trading and trading only. And then Gemmy Token, which is a class that can give you gems as you play the game. Alright, and then next up we have these 3 buttons, which will open up inside of the same menu, but this is your inventory. First up we have the sword icon, which is where you can find all of the swords that you currently own, delete swords, increase your storage. You can search for the different swords, and then the equip button, and then the lock button. This is where you can go ahead and lock and unlock your sword, stopping it from being deleted, and I believe being able to be traded, enchanted, combined, really anything that would cause you to lose the sword. You cannot do anything like that when it's locked. Next up, we have the items tab. This is where you can see all items inside your inventory. There's an all button, so you can see everything that you own. Then you have your currency, which will be things such as gems, crimson orbs, and crystals. Then you have potions, tickets, which are going to be used for many different things. Most of them are going to be for the raids. Then you have food, which is going to be used for champion XP and player XP. Then next we have the gifts tab, which is where we're going to be able to access your gifts. Then we have evolutions, where you are going to be seeing your evolution champions. Next is the auras, then explosions that are added to your sword, then the finishers for your sword, then books, which are going to be used for your enchantments, then your sword poses, which are going to change how you pose with your sword, and then unique ones, which is basically the miscellaneous pile. And next we have the champions tab, which is going to be where you see your champion slash class slash kit that you use inside of the game. The next up is skins, which are going to change your appearance, I believe, or your champion's appearance, one or the other. I don't own any yet. And then the index, which shows all of the different swords that you can obtain. And then next, in the top right, you can see the clan icon. This is where you're going to be able to access the clan that you are currently inside of. Next up is the ranked icon up here in the top right. This is going to be where you access anything rank related. Next up, the battle pass icon. Here is where you can obtain different loot. At the top you have your free version, then at the bottom you have your premium version. And as you can see, you can get Denshin and Gloom both early at the level 10 mark, but you can get Gloom later down at level 35 out of the 40 that you can get. The next up we have the Cosmetic Shop, which is where you can go ahead and spend those crimson orbs, which you can also get by just converting your crystals into those crimson orbs. This is where you're going to be able to purchase season limited items. Next up is the quest tab, which resets daily, weekly, and as well daily for the VIP. Next up is contracts, which is where you can complete different quests to get a lot of loot inside of the game. You can go ahead and hit this claim all button, claim all. Holy crap, that was a lot. But as you can see, 4,000 gems, that's some insane loot. And then next up, we have the Lucky Cat. This is where you can go ahead and purchase for 99 Robux a Lucky Cat, which will give you auras. I have yet to purchase one yet, but I will go ahead and purchase one now. But there is free loot that you can get. In breaking the cat, we will unlock some more crimson orbs, 400 crimson orbs by breaking your Lucky Cat. Alright, now that we are done with all the UI on the screen, we can go ahead and showcase everything that is new inside of the map. So over here, this is where you can access the summon menu, where the crimson, standard, and legacy summon are. The crimson summon is the limited summon currently for this season only, I believe. I'm not sure if it will change mid-season or not, but this is a limited one, and these will not be attainable once it ends. This is where you go ahead and use your crimson orbs. Next up is the standard summon, where you can earn many different weapons, which can be viewed inside of the chances button. And it shows you all the different weapons that rotate between the summon hourly. I believe it's hourly this changes. Next up is the legacy tab, where you can earn legacy weapons. And this is where you earn the first 2 skins in the game, I believe. I don't believe any others exist except these 2, the Void Wing and the Radiant Wing, and they do swap hourly, I'm pretty sure, as well as the weapons side of here. The next up is the Cosmetic Shop, which can also be viewed through the Battle Pass button right below. Then next up is the whole array of different characters that you can go ahead and purchase. These are going to be your champions, and then over to the right is where you can evolve those champions. You can hit the evolutions button and then go ahead and evolve your champion by completing different quests. Then over here under this super cool looking dragon is going to be where all of the stats are for the different leaderboards. Over here to the right, we have contracts, which is going to be these other tasks that you can get massive rewards from. And over here, inside of this area, this is going to be your teleports. This is where you can go ahead and teleport to your ranked match, teleport to a pro server, teleport to a trading lava, and then also teleport to the AFK place. Then next up over here, we have Saitos Blitz, which is going to be invite rewards. So you go ahead and invite a friend and you complete different tasks to earn these different rewards. Then next up we have Smash, which is a limited time game mode. So this is where you can go ahead and play this new game mode, and there's going to be a daily quest that you can complete in here each day. The next is the battle pass station, which is where you can go ahead and also access the battle pass alternative to the button in the right. The next up is raids. This is where you're going to be able to access all the raids by going and hitting this teleport icon, and it will teleport you to the raid lobby. And then over to the right is the sword index to see all of the different swords that you do and do not own, and swords that currently exist in the game. Alright, and that is going to be it for this lobby portion of the video. I'm going to go ahead and head over to the trading plaza to show you how the new mechanics work. Alright, so now that we have access to the trading plaza, so what's different is the sword enchanting, sword grading, the new remove attachments, and the new dual wield. So first, let's start with the dual wield. Is where you're going to place the current weapon that you would like to dual wield. Then you go ahead and select a sword that you would like to sacrifice in order to grant the sword dual wield. Then you go ahead and select your dual wield that you would like to use, hit confirm, and then dual wield, and it will take 12 hours, I believe. Next up is the remove attachments. This is where you can go ahead and select the sword that you have and remove any attachments to the sword. I have not put any attachments on any of my swords, so I cannot actively show it, but this is where you would do that. Next up is sword grading, which is where you can go ahead and newly grade a sword. So if I would like to grade my Wrath Blade, I'll go ahead and hit confirm. Next up is sword grading. Go ahead and select your sword that you would like to grade and select 4 of the same sword in order to level it up. Next up is sword enchanting, which you can go ahead and select the sword that you would like to enchant and then select an enchantment book. Now this basic book, which can be purchased for 100 gems, is going to give you your basic enchants such as electricity, flame, frost, and wind. Not dual wield, that is in that other section. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below and I will do my best to answer them all. If you guys enjoyed the video, a like would be appreciated. If you disliked it, you can go ahead and dislike, subscribe. If you want to see more content like this, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified for more content like this. And I hope you have a wonderful day.